shining for him. That pot of gold is firmly at the end of that rainbow still for him. But as you said, the further we get into the game, the higher the chance that teams are going to be around him if the circle should shift. That's it. His blanket is going to be taken away somewhat as Middle Eastern Assassins reposition quite nicely as we head into phase 5.
And the execution of that rotation too was very clean. No, they scouted, boom, knew it was free, instant rotation as a full team, making sure that if there was a team they didn't scout, boom, you could have gone instantly into the breach. All good over there. Circle shift back up northeast. This is going to get pretty damn interesting, but Clash Imperium as a 4-man crew still looking set. If they cross the road now, get control of that compound that's right on the west, they could be set up for success. But the thing is, we know that compound is free. They, unfortunately, do not.
3-1 split. 3 in the compound, 1 still on the coastline where they are currently occupied. It would be very healthy. It would allow them to provide that off-angle support. Still keep an eye on the side of Team Big, who are also still on the coastline. But will they look to pull it off? Time's ticking down. We're into the 20-minute mark of this game. Max, still 14 teams, 44 players. Fortunately for the teams down on towards the south side or Hot Springs and Cantor area, they will have to try and find a space inside the circle. Undead Crow have been able to breach onto the southwest edge of this phase 5.
Onyx found himself 2 kills after a car explosion onto MCES, so things aren't looking too good for the MCES squad as of right now, at least. Fate got to keep on going. 4 kills so far in their game, down to 2. And they're going to be going for straight up shutdown. Oh, they tried to stop by, but no sniper. What was that? This is why full car rotations are not the play on Vikendi. And Lath is still able to survive. Oh, okay, apparently I jinxed it for him. Feels bad, man, but that's going to be the end of their adventure. 12 teams now still up and remaining as Fate get eliminated in 13th. But man, Sniper, that was the opposite of what you expect. Normally it's the scout going solo forward, and the rest of the team waiting behind. Not 3 players going forward and 1 scout behind. A little bit of an upsell on that one. Because now the other breach currently going to be happening is going to be Defy. They're going to be pushed upon very heavily by Undead Crow. Going to be playing behind those walls. Utility would be key if they can take it, but unfortunately with those shots, they're just not able to make it really happen. But a third party from the southeast could be key to take down the likes of Defy, as they're going to be going for the push eventually. Cortaz going to try to do the most out of that Uzi play. Unfortunately, very low. 1 bullet's going to be enough, and that will indeed be the case. Javid falls also, and that is going to be one dominant fight coming on shore, and Defy will be falling to the ground in despair in 12th position.
Good stuff. Good compound defense that came out from Undead Crow. Wasn't the cleanest of breaches, but I respect the attempt that came out from Defy. Blaze outside the circle as it does shift in the favor of Clash
did it.
And Team Big. Could Clash be gifted this game from circle shifts alone? Because all the teams up on the north side of this map that are outside the circle are gonna have to challenge each other for an entry point. 11 teams, 31 players left alive.
I would love to see what kind of terrain Clash are currently playing with, because if there's not good terrain, it's literally going to be go big or go home. And by go big is literally take the position of Team Big. That's going to be the end of the game for them. Yep. And hopefully you think about it, talking about it. Oh, Clash going to be popping into the kill feed, but not versus Team Big actually, versus Slime 4KT. They were nowhere near that position, so it seemed like they are going to be somewhat contested away. But they kick it off in style once again. And MZ, man, this guy has been just consistent throughout the entirety of his games today. He deserves a gold medal for just being so good on these games. It's been wild to see him play so good.
So good. Clash deserve all the respect for how they're performing across the board, not just in this event, but in all events they participate in. MCES being gate-kept by Blaze on the edge of circle. Nice shots being sprayed on through. Undead Crow pushing in.
Corker trying to flip onto a second character, but unfortunately not going to be really working out his way. So he's not going to be able to find that second trade, but still really good spray potential. The last player, Sniper, going straight into the water. And you know what? As a last resort, I'm not against that. I'm okay with it, man. You survive as long as you possibly can, especially when it's the final game over here of the MEO West Finals. Shots from distance play, still going to be the gatekeepers of this lobby. MCS, they're going to struggle, lose another player down to 1. And they're going to try to force their way forward. Maybe just go for the water play. Very similar to what happened from the Sniper. I think this is the only way for MCS to make it out in any way in a positive manner. Though, Slime 4K team move their way forward. Good terrain control with the smokes also. We're still going to be having MEA Assassins going for the engagers. And Crow go out in 11th position. 10 teams now remain. But Slime 4K team losing their very first player is going to be Aimer. As Pronto still going to be up there with his teammate, ready to take that fight head on. But man, everyone's going to start moving towards the center. The longer you take, the harder it's going to get.
Guys, you can go out. We still have the last player standing from Evolution. We're into the 9 teams left alive, and it does start to get a lot better in terms of the kill points as being hunted down in the water. Let's swim your way through MCES.
Evolution are out. They just got eliminated with the final player. He actually died in, like, was it 8th or 9th position? So that's still going to be a few position points coming their way. But Clash are still up and running about. They're still so lively in this game. Wait, what? So many teams died. What's happening? And Clash are still up as a 5-man crew. I'm going to call it Imperium. I think this is just what they needed. A little bit more, a few more kills, and that should be their ticket to the first place in the overall standings. They just need a little bit further, but the circle went drastically their way, and they haven't been getting involved too many times in fights. So I still think they got an insane amount of smokes. And as I mentioned that, the smokes are actually going to be starting to come out of their pockets, which those smokes will be the key to keep Clash alive.
And before this game, I touched upon the eastern side of the map being so integral for having a little bit more of a passive game, for staying out of trouble, and that's exactly what Clash have done. I can confirm that Evolution have gotten 4 points. They will move up to 90. I don't know if it's enough to get ahead of Footballers, so that gives Clash around 12 points needed to overtake the side of Evolution and potentially be crowned your champions. Well, Blaze are looking for Savian's gonna get caught out, but Savian turns, flips, kills, and that is Blaze picking up their 8th kill.
It's like, what's this on the beach, man? You're not supposed to be here. Go back into the water from which you came, and he's going to be taken down indeed. That's going to be 4 teams now still up and running, but they're all taking each other down. Only MEA Assassins are already going to be a main threat to the likes of Clash, because right now, Blaze versus Team Big, they're going to be doing that job for themselves, though. Blaze up to 8 kills. That's a really good trade for the final game. Can they maybe turn that one into a double digit? That would be a huge showing. Especially all the smokes are going to be used into the top side. MEA Assassins, they got eyes literally everywhere, trying to look for every single opportunity to increase their kill count by 1. As I say that, there you go. That's going to be MEA looking for 1 frag coming on through onto Blaze. They are getting involved and annoying the entirety of this lobby right now, Imperium.
Yeah, Blaze being third party stopped from pushing in onto the side of Team Pig a little bit more massively. But Clash are definitely taking a couple of shots in the Middle Eastern Assassin. Savian steals that kill away.
Good mollies coming into the barn. They're trying their best to maybe get himself some opening damage, which they did work out in this PD onto Zippis. But now you've got to move on forward, man. You only got yourself 45 seconds. The longer you take, the more predictable you're going to actually become. Just jump on forward, but MEA Assassin's making it actually really hard for them to go for this engagement. It's still going to be a top 4, going to wear Flash. Oh, spotted away, but no, they're pinned down. 1 grenade, and that could be over. They're all cornered in this one position, closeted away. As Clash going to be moving on forward here, making their way into the smokes, and we said it, utility is going to be key. They want to get involved because we know that MEA Assassin's going to move away. Blaze going to go for the full engage. 2 players now knocked away. Ketch and Savian still up and going about. But Team Big are still going to have 1. That's going to be Calypso. Can she turn the tide in the favor of her team? She's still going to be waiting, but this will be the prime time to strike, but she's not committing to it. And unfortunately, that's going to be allowing the entirety of Blaze to res up and make it back to the full team.
Oh, you should have pushed in. Take the chance, Calypso. You could have marked your moment. You could have had a moment of glory. As Clash are still fighting on in. They're up to 2 kills. They're into the top 4. That's as far as I remember. 8 placement points for that, but Blaze off the back of wiping out the majority of Team Big have got 3 knocks on the Clash.
Ketch was an upsell to this one. Blaze might be the reason why Clash can't make it to the next stage. 1 player still going to be standing forward. It's going to be a hard one for sure. Who's going to be able to get the rest on his teammates while the rest of the team is still behind looking for those engages. MEA still have respect up and available, ready to go. 13 kills for Blaze. What an insane showing as they cross over the road, and he knows exactly that they're coming forward. He's going to have that surprise factor in the bush. Maybe thinking he's going to be going for the rest, but he's like, no, he's not here. They're going to go for the flashes, pick them up 1 by 1. Team Big eliminated. All this team is going to be now top 3. And indeed, Imperium, he was not spotted away. They're walking right next to him. They're literally neighbors. If he can get himself a kill or two to surprise them, it would be insane. He's got to stay calm. Wait for maybe MEA Assassin to go down to get second position. He gets spotted away, and that's it. Clash get taken out in third position. And now to finish off the game, it's going to be a 1v4. They take them down, and Blaze secure themselves game number 6 of these finals.